Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Allie and today we're going to do some estate sale shopping. I found a super cute listing on estatesales.net that looks like it has all the coastal vibes that I'm looking for my coastal cottage decorating this summer. But first we're on our way to get some coffee from a local coffee shop here in Long Beach called The Merchant. They have the cutest decor and it's very nautical themed, so I'm excited to share that with you, and then we'll get on the road to the estate sale. All right, we got our treats from The Merchant. That place is so cute. I love it so much. We got a spinach and Gruyere quiche, and then we got the last two strawberries and cream croissants. Those look amazing. To drink, I got a yuzu matcha, and you got the
vanilla oat latte.
Vanilla honey oat. That looks so good. That's one of my faves. So we're gonna chow down on this, and then we'll head to the estate sale. This boat bookend was tempting, but sadly it looked a little worse for wear. Sometimes you have to pass on pieces that aren't quite in their prime. I love this Grand Star Line ship box. There were a few of these in this room. It reminds me so much of the Titanic, which was actually operated by the White Star Line. I just love the vintage maritime aesthetic. There were a few pieces in this home from Home Goods, and I will pick up some newer items if they're unique enough. I did choose to leave most of these behind, but in my haul you will see I picked up a few. Now here is a star of this haul. It is this stunning shell mirror. It definitely gives off major coastal cottage vibes, and it will be a statement piece in one of my vignettes for sure. I also loved this shell ball, but it was a little bit out of my budget this trip. Definitely one to keep an eye out for. Brass candlesticks are becoming harder to find, and prices just seem to be creeping up. When you spot a good set, it's always worth considering. This hand-painted picture had such a unique look. I almost grabbed it, but I had to be selective with my finds this day. Sale shopping. I have a little haul here. Well, it's actually a fairly decent sized haul of all of the items that we picked up from both estate sales. We had one yesterday and one today. One was in Seal Beach, California, and the other was in Manhattan Beach. And so they were right by the water, very coastal vibes when we went inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Some of the things that I've been looking out for my coastal cottage decor are, of course, just items from the sea. So I did pick up a few of these sea fans. These are actually pretty pricey if you buy them new. So I was happy to find a few at this estate sale. This is a fairly large one. And then I got this smaller one, and it looks like there's a piece missing here, but I'm hoping I can just kind of layer them together somehow. And I'll use these in the backdrops of some of my vignettes. So I'm excited to have those and have found those. I did find a few more little model boats. This is a really cute sailboat, and it's just a basic little sailboat that I thought might look nice stacked on top of some books. And here's another little sailboat. I just thought it was really cute. So I also found this vintage book. It is Mr. Midshipman Hornblower by C.S. Forrester. And it does have this dust jacket on it currently, but I'll probably end up taking it off and just using the light blue vintage book inside. I love the color of this blue, and on the spine it does have an anchor, which I thought was perfect for my nautical theme. But look how cute, just stacked on a book, you know, with a shell or two here. I think that'll look really nice. So I'm happy to have found those. Moving some of this stuff aside. At the first estate sale, I did pick up two of these abalone shells, and I tried to find ones with really beautiful interiors. They obviously need to be washed and cleaned up a little bit, but they're in great shape. That estate sale had a whole box full of these abalone shells, so they were going for a decent price. Honestly, I can't remember how much I purchased for these, but on full price day, considering the size, they were going for around $5 to $30, again, depending on the size. And I got two of the smaller ones. So they were probably just a couple of dollars each. I also picked up this really, really beautiful shell planter. I can definitely see a fern coming out of this planter. It doesn't have a maker on the bottom or anything, but I thought it was really pretty. And this I could definitely see on a coffee table or on my entryway table. So excited to style with that piece. Let's see. I also picked up two of these apothecary jars filled with seashells, and seashells are pretty expensive. So anytime I can kind of find them consolidated like this in a jar or something, I did ask her if I could have the jars with the shells inside, and she just kind of lumped them all together. I purchased each of these for $5, so it was $10 for the pair, which I, again, think is a great deal. And I love that you could see all the shells in here, and I think it's going to be really nice to decorate with. I mean, they're full to the brim with shells, so that should be nice. I just had that stacked on top of this next piece, which is so, so beautiful. This is a shell box. I've definitely had my eyes peeled for these, and I gasped when I saw this one. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm holding it kind of precariously because I don't want any of the shells to fall off. This top shell already did kind of fall off, so I'll have to get the glue gun out, but just look at the details. It's beautiful. I hear an electric bike going by. But yeah, it has all these really beautiful shells, and on top as well. I might need to fill in a few of the shells, but that's okay. I feel like I have plenty of shells I can do that with now. I also found this really pretty shell mirror, and it has all of these shells around the edges, and then the really nice mirror in the middle. And on the back, it does have a little hanging thing that I can use to hang this up. So I think that's really, really pretty. I love the jute rope detail on it. So that's exciting. I'll definitely use that in some of my vignettes. Let's see, let me grab this box here next. So I have this little box full. I picked up 2 of these lightly colored, they're not vintage or anything, these lightly colored candlestick holders. They're varying sizes, and I picked up them from Goodwill. They were 99 cents, and I really liked the color of them because they reminded me of the color of driftwood. So I did pick up 2 of those. I also picked up this really cool shell candle. See, there's the wick right there on top. It doesn't have a maker or anything on the bottom, but I did love the detail of it. And again, I think this would be really cool styled in my bookshelf or on top of a stack of books. I also found this kind of nautical rope at that one really nautical house in Manhattan Beach. Again, I think it'd look cool styled on top of some books or in one of my vignettes. I grabbed this little basket, which I'm sure I'll use as well for some decorating, but I just piled it full of loose shells that I saw. And again, I am excited to just use these around, put them on shelves as bowl filler. There's some really beautiful ones. Look at this beautiful one here. I found a starfish, shells like this. So really, I got lucky with a lot of these. Okay, next up, the first estate sale that I went to in Seal Beach was really cool because she had a whole room full of jewelry, and a lot of these jewelry pieces look to be homemade. I'll show you some of the ones that I purchased. Or maybe I should wait till the end to show you these so I can show you a little more up close. But I did pick up this oyster plate. Nice, beautiful white oyster plate. I don't particularly eat oysters, but I thought it'd be a nice display piece, and I can put other things in here. I can use this as a like deviled egg dish, or any kind of little like nuts, or use it around like a charcuterie kind of thing. So I picked that up. These are some of my larger display pieces. So I did pick up this wicker basket weave starfish wall hanging. On the back, it does have a spot you can hang it on the wall. And I thought this would be great as a backdrop piece in some of my vignettes or in my open kitchen shelving. So I was really happy to pick this guy up. I also found this porthole piece, and it does have wall hangers on the back. It looked like at one point it was probably had a mirror in the inside, and it has since fallen out, but that's okay. Again, I'll probably use this in the background of some of my decorating. But I thought, oh no, I have one more piece after this. I picked up this shell wall hanging, and I got this for $6. On the back, I thought it was homemade, but it does have a Home Goods sticker on the back from Home Goods. It would have been $20. It was made in the Philippines. It's just on a piece of plywood, which again, you know, you can make these type of things. I think it's nice that it's already, you know, mostly made, so I don't have to make it, but it's really beautiful. I can always add to it, but I thought it was really beautiful. And again, this is another piece that would look really cool with a mirror on the back. So I might have to keep my eyes open for a mirror to go in the backs of these. And then I have one more piece, but this is a pressed, it's like pressed shells. It does look like it has a little crack here at the bottom. But I thought this would be a nice kind of foundation piece to stack things on top, either on my coffee table or kitchen island, or even as a background piece as well. But it's really beautiful. I really like it. So yeah, those are the bigger pieces. Let me show you what I picked up in terms of jewelry. So I picked up these shell pendants, and originally I think they're meant to be for earrings, but I don't have my ears pierced, so I will be using these as necklace pendants. but I just thought they were really beautiful. They kind of remind me of Ursula's necklace from The Little Mermaid. So I picked up those, and then I got 3 strands of these shell necklaces. And again, I like these. I think I'm going to use these more like bowl filler. I might just have them styled, you know, hanging off my mantle around a stack of books. There's so many different uses I can use these for, but I got a few different varieties and color. And then I picked up a few of these handmade shell necklaces that I thought would be really nice in summer, just paired with, you know, a white t-shirt or something on those warmer days. Here's a nice one with, they look like shell pieces to me. Let's see. And they look handmade as well. Here's a pink one, and I got these for $1 each. Here's a pretty pink that kind of look like pink pearls. So that's a really nice one. And then this is the last one. But yeah, those are the jewelry pieces that I picked up. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this haul and thrifting with me video. I had so much fun, and I can't wait to start styling everything for summer. If you're interested in seeing how I decorate with these items, definitely consider subscribing and hitting that bell to make sure you're notified the next time a new video is available. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!